Happy Thanksgiving! Thanksgiving 2024 has arrived, and our family is doing things a little bit different this year. This will be the first time since I was a child that I haven't participated in making an actual Thanksgiving meal. And so what I am doing is making pies. We are going over to a friend's house this afternoon, and we're really excited. It should be a nice big group of lovely people, and yeah, so we're going to do that instead. Woke up this morning and there was beautiful frost on the windows and on the ground, and it just really feels festive. So I'm going to get my pies ready. What I did in advance was, first, for the blueberries, that's a mixture of Washington blueberries and Maine blueberries, if you can believe that. They actually have a little bit slightly different flavor. I put them in a strainer or a bowl to catch the juice. I defrost. With berries, you actually want to freeze them before putting them into pies because it helps them maintain their structure. But you defrost them overnight the night before and drain off the juice, and that's what you're going to use, or that's what I'm going to use to make the base of the pie. But that's a good little trick to know if you're using fresh berries. So let's go ahead actually and start with the pumpkin pie. I do have two crusts already made, two bottom crusts. And gosh, it was kind of a busy late night last night, and so I'm a little tired this morning, a little rummy, so bear with me if I take a little time to wake up here. But wherever you are in the world or the United States, I do hope you are having a beautiful morning. Oh. A little classical going in the background just because that sounded nice for the occasion.
I kind of look like an egg that's one that like an Easter that you put.
It does. Look at that.
Pie crust.
I know you love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going here. Pumpkin pie. You know, I've been making this recipe for pumpkin pie for most of my life. However, and it literally is the recipe on the back of the can. It's changed, certainly in the last decade. A lot of recipes on cans have changed, so I kind of stick to the more traditional one from the 80s, I suppose. But I do add my little special touch by using my homemade pumpkin pie spice. So go ahead and beat the eggs. Just 3 eggs. I do have a homemade pumpkin pie spice. Because we have all the other spices, it's kind of easy and neat to be able to throw that together. And the flavors in it, I have cardamom, of course, cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, some clove, or actually allspice. 3/4 cup sugar. And I also do have the oven preheated to 350. Okay. And go 3, actually maybe 2.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice.
What is this?
That is a juicer.
Yeah, I need to fall down.
Oh yeah, but you can help me with that, I think. You've helped before. There we go. I love this holiday particularly because, oh geez, it really kicks off the holiday season properly with a little bit of time off from school, a little bit of time off from work, and I love being with my kiddo. And gosh, the traditions. You know, something I've really noticed this year about traditions is it seems a lot of people are doing things differently this year. I can't tell you one person who said they're doing or having a traditional Thanksgiving this year.
Mom?
Say again, huh?
Are you doing something different?
Well, yeah, I'm not making the turkey right now and all the side dishes and everything I usually make. Do you remember last Thanksgiving?
No.
Yeah? Yeah, I made a turkey, a couple of casseroles, some dressing. What we are doing this year instead is we're pacing ourselves having a side dish, a Thanksgiving side dish, different one every night of the week. So that's going to be still going on in the background of the week. When it comes down to it, I think for a lot of people there's just pressure on one day, the holiday, you know, and it's for enjoyment. The real like foundation of this Thanksgiving holiday is gratitude. And I do like the idea of kind of drawing it out over the course of the week and the weekend. And so that's kind of why we're switching things up. I think I'll make my turkey on Sunday. Maybe I'll film that too because I do it a little differently. All right.
Are you still in the video, Mom?
I am.
Why are you recording me talking?
Well, because you're in the kitchen too. Can I help you? Oh, you want that cup? Okay.
To put my milk in.
Okay. Pumpkin pie is so incredibly easy. I mentioned before that I love Max Miller's Tasting History, and he had a great video on just really the origin of pumpkin pie, and it's fascinating. He said he makes the dishes, or makes the recipes, and he said it tasted delicious, but different, distinctly different. And honestly, pumpkins are just so good for you, like on so many levels. And so I've tried to incorporate it throughout the year, not just on Thanksgiving. But a pumpkin pie itself is really kind of, I don't know, at the heart of the Thanksgiving table. People might argue that it's the turkey. I say it's the pie. But of course I'm biased because I love pie.
I love pie.
Yeah, you love pie too.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yes, it is.
Pie is yummy.
All right. So we have the crust all ready to go. It's always interesting getting used to this
Yeah.
little kitchen. The space is so limited, especially when I'm cooking a lot. Again, with pies, you certainly want to make sure you bake your pie. Oh, it's not a flat burner. Bake your pie on a lined baking sheet.
Yeah, because the person, it had a great big kitchen.
It was.
Look how big I that.
It was a
bigger.
huge kitchen, wasn't it? Yeah, and I used every square inch of space. Oh, yeah, one must test the crust. Beep, 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 beep. It's good? All right.
I like
Got
this.
the kids' thumbs up. That's a good thing.
Yeah, our kitchen had a pretty floor, and it had a big
plenty of space, huh? Well, we kind of make it work. And it's cozy. That's the word I'll use for it. Our new home is quite cozy. All right, going in. Love that smell. You know, you'll also see little tips and tricks to help prevent your pumpkin pie from splitting. And gosh, I should knock on wood that I don't jinx myself, but I've actually never really had mine split. I don't know if I mind it so much. But let's go ahead and pop this in 350 oven. We'll bake it for about an hour. It'll puff up when I take it out of the oven. And then you just let it sit. What does it sit by a windowsill to cool completely before you cut into it. And you actually test a pumpkin pie for its doneness by just poking a little toothpick in the center. And if the toothpick comes out clean, you're good to go. Yeah. If there's little pie filling or pumpkin pie filling stuck to the toothpick, that means it needs to cook a little bit longer.
It's good.
Yes!
What is
So I'm going to set the timer for 35 minutes and maybe go up to 45 if I need to. That is water. I use that to make our crust. And this is the crust with blueberry pie.
do that?
Well,
Is that olive oil?
it sure is. The pie crust uses flour, salt, olive oil, and some water. And that's it. That is the family crust. Okay, I actually didn't measure this off, so
Where's the thing that I made that said don't touch the pie?
I kept it. I kept it in your craft memory box.
Where is
You can make me a new one.
Where is it?
Oh, it's in that box up there, but we're not gonna get it down right now.
Oh, because I was going to put it in the pot.
Yeah. Well, maybe another one.
I
You
don't
have the sticks
want
right there.
to.
It's up to you, sweetie.
And I just copy the other one.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of get ready for the blueberry pie. That's up next. I wish
I want to see what it looks like.
maybe when I'm finished.
That feels like a bacon.
Did you find your Thanksgiving program?
No.
Oh, do you need some help with that?
No.
No, thank you. Okay. So actually, we're a little shy on those. So we want 2 tablespoons of lemon. And we'll find something to do with this extra juice. Maybe. Okay.
I told you it's new.
Yeah, I learned something new. Yeah, the
I
little
didn't learn it from Brian Catch.
no, it was Miss Hughes that taught you that. I learned something new about turkeys. We love watching this program called Wild Kratts. It's on PBS, and
Oh, this.
yeah, it's a
That
kind of
Bob
cartoon.
didn't even know about it, which is very silly because
Yeah. It's a cartoon of 2 brothers, and a team of, gosh, inventors,
Hi, this is Melissa.
people who are in the know with biology, ecology, all those types of things. So it's very educational. But we learned that the little part that hangs on a turkey's beak is called a snood, and I never knew that. Yes.
Hi, sailors. Hi, this is Melissa. Hi, sailors.
My little kiddo wants to say hello to our sweet friends, but I don't think they're watching us.
Bye. Be watching.
Well, I don't think they know I have a YouTube channel. I'll sure share it.
You can build up.
Oh, okay. Well, if Alyssa and Selah are watching, Daisy says hello. And anything else? Maybe a happy Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll see you soon. These pies are for them and their family. Okay.
Say, okay, if you want me to say that a little differently, so say,
Oh, okay.
say this. If you want me to say that a little differently, these pies are for you guys.
These pies are for you guys. Okay, so I am struggling to remember the last time I actually made a blueberry pie from scratch and not from canned pie filling. So I'm just going to follow my tried and true recipe, certainly, but the timing's a little bit different. And it was it was a recipe that I just scratched out the most basic of notes. So we're just going to make, kind of a little thick syrup, I guess, if you will, to bind all the berries together. Yeah.
I don't like it with sweet syrup.
Oh,
It's way too sugary.
actually, this is going to be not as sugary as the canned pie filling that we use. You'll notice a difference.
Oh,
You'll just notice.
I like the sugarness of the last one.
Well, not to worry. It'll still be plenty sugary.
But it's not the same sugary. I don't like the same sugar. Oh, but there's a music.
Yeah. But I'm hearing this beautiful classical music. Can you hear it as well? Okay. I'm going to cook this over medium-high heat. There's flour is in there. You want to cook the flour. That's what's going to thicken it up. I really hope it does set up well. It's going to be so flavorful. I can really smell the flavor. And the part I'm actually quite curious about is the lemon juice. I'm going to go ahead and add it all. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And that'll bring a little bit of tart to the picture. So hopefully this thickens it up nicely. What I was saying earlier about people kind of following different traditions this year. I heard of one family, they're actually doing baby back ribs. Another family was doing briskets. Another family was doing Chinese food.
I can't remember what I did on my last side, and now I can't do it. Oh, because you put it in the
I
pot.
remember it. It says, do not touch.
No, what it had on the top of the picture.
Hey, hey,
Put something on top
Let's-
of the picture.
let's change our tone of voice here. Oh, there we go. It's thickening. Awesome. Yeah, that lemon did something. That's a beautiful thing. You could do it differently, love. We want to kind of cook it for about a minute until the... Oh, look at that. Awesome. I'm going to cook it for a minute so that flour actually cooks. And certainly to your desired consistency. I have a pre-made... We're there. I'm going to turn off the heat. We have our pre-made pie shell, and this is a pie plate that I have had since I was 18 years old, so that's decades, like woo, decades. And you want to make sure you dock the bottom of the pie crust. You're going to mix your berries in. See how that's nice and thick? It's not like that kind of funky transparent look that the canned pie filling has. It looks kind of artificial. And yeah, as I mentioned before, the berries, you want to freeze them if you're going to use them in pies, because they'll hold their shape better. But I'm just going to gently fold in bit by bit. And this, I didn't really measure. I kind of just defrosted and thought, well, you know, we're just going to have a heaping blueberry pie. And that's what matters. Just, yum. Again, Washington and Maine blueberries. So some wild blueberries are the small ones, and then the just cultivated local ones are the bigger berries. So it'll be kind of fun. Yeah, that worked. I don't know why. I've made pies for so many years now. I still get a little intimidated. I guess maybe the pressure of serving it to people and the pressure of time a little bit makes me sometimes nervous, but gosh, you just stay with it. Trust the recipe, trust the techniques, and it always turns out great. Yes, it will. There was frost on the car windows this morning and on the streets. Okay, so there it is. I kind of ballparked that well. Ooh. Just mound these berries toward the center. Okay, and I am going to prepare a top crust. Probably not going to go into the lattice just because kiddo's awake and we're going to have some breakfast now. But there you are, a pumpkin pie and a blueberry pie. You keep the oven at 350 for the whole duration. You could just pop this. I'm going to pop this onto another baking sheet and just slide it in, and just remember, the other one has about a 15-minute head start. But yeah, again, you want to when you take these out of the oven, you'll know this pie is done when it starts to kind of bubble through the vent in the top. And then again, the pumpkin pie, you want to test it with a toothpick. Once they're done, put them on a cooling rack and set them kind of by a window, and then you'll be ready to go. But thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. And thank you. Hello in Korea, Kim So and Johan. Oh, dungarees, yes, indeed. My comfy pants. Oh, thank you for joining me today, and I wish you all a beautiful Thursday and an awesome upcoming weekend. Cheers.